Hello, Islander Nation. This is your Superintendent, Dr. Tawana Grover. This year has presented many challenges for us, but I am proud of how our athletics and our activities, how they have persevered through all of this and seen some tremendous opportunities for our students. For this episode of The Heartbeat, we're going to be featuring some of our coaches and our student athletes. I can't wait to share their story. How did you all prepare and keep going and just pushing through all that we had to overcome?
I think the big word there is adaptable. You know, we talk about that in GIPS. We need to be adaptable. We're trying to educate kids and get kids career and college ready. And I think that in sports, you have to be adaptable. We've got a new opponent with the pandemic, and how are you going to train for your opponent? How are you going to attack this opponent?
I guess I was just trying to stay prepared, do as much as I could to stay prepared just in case we were able to get the chance, and then we finally were able to. Tried my best to stay prepared, do as much as I could at home.
We were fortunate on the wrestling team. We have so many seniors this year. You know, we have a lot of experience, and I think that helped our team maybe push through a little better than some as far as adjusting to masks, adjusting to a different schedule and training regimens so that our kids can be safe mostly, but also so we can stay competing.
Well, it all started, my dad coached at Centura High School in Carroll, or by Carroll, and he would take me up to the practices there, and then I just watched high school practices, and then that was when I was like 4-ish maybe. And then shortly after that, I started wrestling for them, and then I think around second grade, I wrestled for Team GI here, and then I guess it's just always been a part of my life, wrestling. I just grew a passion for it.
We talk a lot about goal setting, and then also through those conversations and through those experiences, athletes trust you. Once an athlete becomes motivated, they can do things far beyond what they thought they could do. For a lot of our athletes here at senior high, that sports are what gets them here. Obviously, they're here for an education, but I think when they're young, they may not see that. Getting them in our building, having them something to be excited about, and then hopefully as they grow in your sport, they also grow and learn how to be a lifelong learner. Just the other day, I was talking to a student, I was helping him with his chemistry. A week later, he came back, hey coach, I got 100% on my chemistry test. And you know, I was really, really proud of him because I know it was a hard thing for him. He was really struggling. And he was just as excited about that as winning a wrestling match. And that's big, because that means he's really bought into his education. When you're struggling, whether it's on the mat, on the court, on the field, in the classroom, maybe it's something socially with family, and someone that you look up to takes you under their wing and helps you through those things, and you grow together through that, it's really powerful. And I think that, you know, our roles as educators and coaches is to establish these relationships and help these young athletes grow. I think that's what really motivates me as a coach and a teacher. It always seems like the coach is the one that helps the athletes, but a lot of times I think it's the athletes that re-energize the coach to keep going and keep leading the charge.
He pushes the team hard, and he's a good coach. I just have so many memories in the wrestling room, just coming up there for almost 4 months, almost every single day, and just getting better there, and then coming in during the summers and stuff. And that's where a lot of times you'll build relationships with friends and stuff too. Just representing the school, having like good sportsmanship, just wearing the singlet with Gish on the back, it just makes you proud.
Being together and going through adversity is tough, but also necessary for you to grow. When I look back on this year with the pandemic, with our team, I think just the word that comes to my mind is just gratitude. When this chapter closes on 2021 wrestling, I'm just so grateful for the families that we've been blessed to have in our building.